Well, good morning, everyone. You just saw a spot from a new kind of P&G campaign. It's called the Everyday Effect, and it's an example of the kind of creative, idea-driven campaigns that we hope will make an authentic connection between our company's brands and the people that we serve. Now, it's inspired by a human insight that what really matters in life are those small but meaningful everyday moments. And that's largely because that's where our brands, like Tide, Pampers, Pantene, Olay, and Crest, live. They live in the everyday. You see, at P&G, we don't make passion products like cars or iPhones or beer. We make soap and shampoos, diapers, and toilet paper. But our brands are with people throughout their lives, and we hope we can make their lives just a little bit better every day. But look, we're not kidding ourselves. We know that people don't think much about the products we make, except for maybe those few minutes each day when they're washing their hair or doing their laundry, changing their baby's diapers, brushing their teeth, or wiping their countertops. So getting people to pay attention to our brands is a heck of a creative challenge. And in many ways, it's the same challenge that the Ad Council faces. The Ad Council brings attention to issues that are important, relevant, and urgent. But they're often things that people don't think about or don't want to think about, like drunk driving, bullying, emergency relief, or texting while driving. And that's why I love the theme of the Transformation Conference this year, the Idea Effect. Because at P&G, we believe in ideas. Ideas that are so creative that they connect with people, they affect their everyday lives in meaningful ways, and they move them to take action. Of course, we all know that our creative challenge has never been harder because of the dizzying array of connections that we face. TV, radio, print, search, social, iBanners, iVideo, websites, pads, smartphones, Snapchat, Instagram, and who knows what's going to be coming next. But my observation is that lately, we may have been spending just a little bit too much time talking about the medium and not enough time talking about the message. I'd submit we may have fallen in love a little bit too much with the technology, and we've been taking our trusted friend, the idea, a little bit for granted. So in my view, and I know you share this, we need to fall back in love with ideas. That's what our industry is all about. We need to inspire and strive for creative ideas that transcend the technology, ideas that unify our brands beyond the complexity of the mediums, and ideas that connect so deeply and authentically that people can't help but talk about them. That's a lot more exciting than the technology industry, and especially a lot more exciting than lumberjacks. Now, I'd like to offer one way to think about this. And there's lots of ways to think about it, but just one way. And I want to use a saying that some of you may remember from the 80s. Get real. These are ideas that connect with people's lives in the real world. Now, the campaign I just showed you, for example, is about real people's stories, real-time conversations, and shared experiences that involve our brands in the real world. And we think that shared experiences in the real world may be just a big opportunity for our industry that we're just about ready to uncover. And ideas are essential to creating those experiences. So it used to be, now watching TV was inherently a shared experience for everyone in the country. Now, who here remembers when we had 3 networks? Okay, all right, thank God, a few of you. And watching hit shows like All in the Family, MASH, Ed Sullivan, Carol Burnett, Johnny Carson, Love American Style, Brady Bunch was a national event. And what happened the night before were all topics of national conversation around kitchen tables and water coolers the next day. Now, those days are long gone, but we still have shared experiences, and now they happen in real time on mobile phones, laptops, and tablets. So one way that our brands are trying to join the national conversation is with ideas that become part of the real-world stories that capture everyone's attention. The key is to choose those moments when a brand can become an authentic part of the story because the brand's benefit makes a real difference. And when Hurricane Sandy struck the East Coast, for example, the folks at Duracell realized that they could play a huge role by helping people in neighborhoods who had lost electricity. They helped them power up. Now, the Duracell team served communities across New Jersey and New York, and they gave away 23,000 packs of batteries and they helped 10,000 people, 10,000 families power up. And by becoming an authentic part of the story that really mattered to people in the real world, the Duracell story took on a life of its own. And it had earned awareness that literally doubled the power of paid media. The power-forward idea and Duracell's action touched people's hearts and minds in a way that added a new dimension to how people think about the Duracell brand. And it built a business with a tiny investment and a huge ROI. So P&G brands are now participating in consumer lives in real time with ideas that matter to people in the moment. Take Tide, which is one of our most iconic brands. And we actually went to USA Today so we could get inspired by how they operate in the real world in real time. That led to what we call an always-on news desk that responds instantly to what's happening to become a part of the national conversation. Now, of course, there are still a few big moments each year when everyone really does gather around the TV for a nationwide shared experience. And take the Super Bowl, played right here in New Orleans. Now, the big game has always been a huge TV event, but now people share that experience as it's happening with their mobile phones, laptops, and tablets, commenting on every play, every call, and every commercial. And that's where the folks at Tide saw an opportunity to connect in real time with a big idea about the 49ers and the Ravens called the Miracle Stain. So in many ways, this is a classic Super Bowl commercial, funny, timely, topical, but the real value wasn't only what people saw on TV, it was the online discussion that happened, because everyone in the country was talking about the game and the commercials. And the result is this ad aired during the game and got about 200 million impressions, which is good. But the social media and the PR around the idea got 1.5 billion impressions, amplifying the impact by about 8 times. Now that's the kind of transformational idea effect that we're looking for, made possible because everyone in the country had a real-time shared experience of a big idea on Sunday night that we're still talking about on Monday. Now there's also those 17 days that come around every 2 years when the whole world comes together for a real-time shared experience of the human spirit with the Olympic Games. The idea is simple and poignant. Thank you, Mom, for all you do, every day. And once people see this ad, it changes the way that they see P&G and our brands, because it humanizes us, and it makes us real. It gives people an insight into who we are as a company, demonstrates our understanding of the people we serve, and provides a trusted endorsement for our brands. And more than 200 million people watched this film online, more than saw it on TV, because a huge number of them shared it with others. During the games, millions of people around the world said, check out this P&G Mom ad. I think you'll like it. And beyond that, we tapped into the drama of the Olympics themselves with real-time ads by our brands that we produced on the ground that let us become an authentic part of the stories that connected with people during the games. We created more than 100 videos as part of the Olympics campaign, and because we were producing content that people cared about at the time, shared and discussed, our engagement on social media and PR was unprecedented. P&G brands became part of the Olympic shared experience in real time. And if you care about marketing spending ROI, which we do at P&G, impressions from earned media dwarfed our paid impressions through advertising. So I trust these examples demonstrate the power of ideas for the real world, ideas that transcend the complexity of mediums and technologies, ideas that are so authentic and engaging, they connect with people and help brands become part of the national conversation in real time, ideas that become part of a shared experience. That's the power of the idea effect. And these are examples from a company that sells soap, diapers, razors, paper towels, deodorant, detergent. So imagine what you can do for some of the important causes supported by the Ad Council. The Ad Council sprang from the 4 A's. It was an idea that came out of this conference. And I'm honored to be part of the Ad Council, an organization that is literally part of our industry's DNA. It's the culmination of partnership with brilliant creatives, powerful media companies, and clients with causes that truly makes lives better. So whether you're in an agency, you're part of a brand, a media company, a trade organization, your expertise and your ideas are vital to helping the Ad Council have an impact on the issues that matter to us all. So what I'd now like to do is invite Ad Council President Peggy Conlon to join me to discuss a few more ideas from the Ad Council. Let's give her a welcome.
Great job. Thank you, Marc. We're so thrilled to have your leadership on our board. As Marc pointed out, every brand has the ability to touch people, to improve the lives of individuals, their families, and communities. And that is certainly true of Ad Council brands. We may not move physical products off shelves, but we do move behaviors and motivate action. Our model is unique. The advertising we use to engage our audience is created pro bono by award-winning ad agencies, and they run entirely in donated media. This past year, we received $1.5 billion in time and space across all platforms. And we've been doing this for over 70 years, with our campaigns achieving extraordinary results. Over the past 68 years, Smokey Bear has helped reduce the number of acres lost annually to wildfires from 22 million to 6.5 million. Since the 80s, Friends Don't Let Friends Drive Drunk has encouraged over 70% of the country to stop a friend from driving under the influence. And today, our campaign hotline to help those at risk of foreclosure has received more than 5 million calls. But to truly understand the impact of our work, we have to move beyond the stats and listen to the stories. Like Catherine Caro's. Catherine is a mom who sensed that something about her infant son, Breslin, might be different. After Catherine saw our autism PSA, she sought help and later wrote to us saying, "I thought I would never hear the words, 'I love you, Mommy.' I thought he would never live in my world. Now he talks up a storm. He not only lives in my world, he is my world." This integrated campaign has a very active online community with over 1 million parents on Facebook. It's a great opportunity for moms like Catherine to get the support that they need. And then there's David Boone, who grew up homeless, sleeping on the streets of Cleveland. In September, he moved into a dorm room at Harvard, and where he's enrolled on full scholarship. He is just one of more than 400,000 minority students who will receive a college degree with help from UNCF. And then there's Lori Wessel and her husband Greg, who after raising 4 children on their own, wondered if they had the resources to grow their family once more. Lori and Greg became parents again, but not just to one more child, to 3 sisters, ages 14, 12, and 6. And today these girls have a new life and a bright future. We rely on every one of you in this room today to give these and countless other stories the endings they deserve. Our model continues to change and evolve. It is now vital that we have ideas so powerful that we can create shared experiences. And at the Ad Council, we're doing just that. Whether it's creating a Tumblr page for parents to share their funny parenting mishaps as part of our adoption campaign, or giving people a way to interact one-on-one with Smokey Bear on Twitter, we're providing avenues for dialogue and engagement. And I'd like to share with you a unique collaboration we did with the Today Show. Each anchor adopted one of our campaigns. Last month, the new creative was unveiled during a week-long series, Today Takes Action. The segments, about 10 minutes each, gave viewers a glimpse into the making of the PSA and featured personal stories that put a face on these critical issues. In addition to the 4.2 million viewers who tuned in for the series, the digital and social extensions reached more than 47.6 million unique monthly viewers. Many of you in this audience can bring partnerships like these to life. Bring us your innovative ideas, and together, we can continue to reach audiences, to move them, to touch them, and to make a lasting difference in their lives. Thank you, and I'll turn it back over to Marc. Thank you.
Thank you, Peggy. You know, I love these examples and so many more from the Ad Council. If you think about it, autism speaks. The mind is a terrible thing to waste. You don't have to be perfect to be a parent. Be a dad today. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Stop the wrecks, stop the text. These are ideas that demonstrate the kind of transformational effect that we're looking for. Ideas that authentically connect with people in a real way. They're taking issues that we don't think about much or don't even want to think about, and they're making them urgent and real. And then with creative integrations like the Today Show, the Ad Council is making these causes a shared experience by making them part of the national conversation. So in closing, I want to personally thank all of the agencies who contribute their time and creative genius to the campaigns, and to the media companies who donate $1.5 billion in media every year. But there's a lot more to do, and we need your time, your expertise, your creativity, donations, and most of all, your ideas to make a big difference. If you don't already, please reach out to the Ad Council. And for those who already contribute, please keep up the great work and create world-class campaigns for the causes that matter the most. Above all, Peggy and I want to express our appreciation for all that you do for our industry, for our companies, and for our brands every day. Your creativity is the lifeblood of our industry. You are the ones that bring the idea effect to life. So let's fall back in love with ideas and make this industry the great industry that it is. Thank you very much.